roll it up, let it strong. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Why talk about it, be about it, take another shot.
So he got tired of paying on it yearly, and then it just got taken down. And then by that time, I already had Pink Tobacco out, and Pink Tobacco was doing its thing. So I just never really thought to be like, well, let me go take it out my initiative to like put Ryder back up.
Yeah. So it will be back.
Um, I plan on it. A couple of the songs I had on a hard drive that got stolen. So
Damn.
yeah,
That along with social media and everything nowadays, everything's on computers now, and everything could get corrupted and everything could get stolen.
yeah.
That's crazy whenever you're actually creating something and something like that happens.
Nah, yeah, for sure. But I'm pretty sure it'll come back around when it's time. Yeah.
Well,
That a lot of people be asking about that project.
I'm sure it was a good
Yeah.
one. It was like the
Yeah,
introduction
yeah, it
to you.
was. Yeah, yeah.
So since we never got to cover it, what was the response like whenever you actually did drop Pink Tobacco? And because that one was, you were talking about that one for a while.
Yeah, man, bro, Pink Tobacco really was just like the coming out party. It was just like it all kind of happened so fast. It was just like we was just working like daily to get it out, and then once it came out, we had the listening party, and the listening party was crazy because we did like a 2000s party like theme,
Yeah.
and so we combined it with the listening party, and then like from there, it just kind of just like hyped it up even more, and people just started like dragging on to it, and then like the singles "So What" and "Just Smoke" just became everybody's favorite,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and
You,
that's
whenever I look at like your music and your body of work and everything, you seem like somebody who likes nostalgic kind of things. Like you had the 2000s party. A
mm-hmm,
lot of your stuff is kind of like more like it looks lo-fi. It looks like recorded and handheld and stuff.
mm-hmm.
What is it about like that era and stuff that you really like?
Because that's just the era I grew up in, wanting to be a rapper. Like that's when I was younger, I used to be what I wanted, what I seen on TV. So when I was watching 106 in Park, when I was watching Rap City, when I was, you know what I'm saying, watching Lil Flip on TV as a little kid, that's what I wanted to be. So like that kind of just like now that I'm able to do music how I want, I always like gravitate to what I saw as a kid and what I was influenced by as a kid. So it's, yeah,
It was
just connecting the dots and
it was
bringing it all back
it
to
was a
life.
great era. It was a great era of
No,
music.
for sure.
And one thing that you're really big into is fashion,
Yeah.
which is which is awesome. I mean, I don't talk to too many people that are really into fashion, but what about that era of fashion do you like? Because it was great
Um.
for music, but also had like its whole whole wardrobe back then.
Yeah. So like my thing with that back then is everything was just like the black owned brands. You know what I'm saying? Like the Rockaway, the Fat Form, the Fubu, things like that. Now everything is just designer. It's
Hmm.
like if you're not rocking designer, then like you know
What
what
you
I'm
really
saying?
wearing?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like what you really wearing. But in that era, it's just like we was embracing the culture. We was like really pushing the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the difference and the
hmm
different shift. But you do have like black owned brands right now as far as like designer wise, like Telfar and Pierre Moss and things like that. But
okay.
back then it was just like I felt like that was just like the mecca of just like the brands as far as just
Do you
like
see any of those brands like really making like a really strong comeback?
nah.
No.
Nah. I mean, I always say making a comeback, yeah, but everything now is about collabing, bro. It's just
Hmm.
like now you see those brands collabing with like the designer brands like Sean John, like they collab with Pierre Moss and like things like that. So everything is like collaboration and everything is hype.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that is
So
true. There is a lot of hype surrounding, I mean, clothes and drops, and
mhm.
with the limited availability, and
Yeah.
it became so much harder to get anything.
Yeah, that's just the direction everything's going, and also with technology and all these apps that we have now, and how you be able to resell things, and it's just it's just a whole different world we living in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I like whenever you were able to just go to the store and buy like the newest sneaker that dropped instead of having to try to do it on an app or where you're competing with the bots and
Mhm.
you're trying to,
Mhm.
and then you're gonna be paying 2-3 times the retail for
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
And what do you see that brands can do to better that, like how the way they release things?
What they can do to better it?
Yeah, because I mean, right now you're competing with the bots. Is there any way around it, or?
It's about money, bro. You gotta have the bag and have the platform to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, really, that's really what it boiled down to.
Are you gonna be
Nike got
getting?
the bag to do partnerships with these apps. Like Adidas got the bag. Like
True,
you
true.
know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about.
Are you gonna be doing getting into the clothing side and designing?
No,
or-
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's all about just competing and finding the manufacturers and all that.
Mhm.
Which I got a few connections. But that's a whole nother world. That's why when you see like artists like Kanye and all that, like we want the music and he doing it. Like it's really hard to do like both and focus on all that because that's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother competition. It's a whole nother like ball game.
That's something I have no idea what it's like. What is like the fashion game like? What is the that industry like?
Man, I mean it's like any other industry really. It depends, but there's different worlds in fashion too.
Mhm.
Like you have the boutique style, you have the streetwear, you have the runway fashion and all that. Like it's I don't know, it's different worlds, man.
You like doing runway stuff?
It's cool. Yeah, I mean it's cool. Like I like the art behind it. A lot of fashion now is just art.
Mhm.
Um, yeah.
That's yeah, like I said, that's nothing I don't know anything about the fashion world.
Yeah,
That's
that's a whole different. Yeah, it's a whole different.
if you had to
lane.
choose one, which one would you rather do? Get in the fashion world or stay in the music?
I would say music, bro.
Music,
Because like really like music inspires like fashion.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these brands like when they do their campaigns and stuff, like the music plays a big role in
Mhm.
their campaign. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people dress based off the type of music they listen to that morning.
True,
Or,
true.
You know what I'm saying? The vibe they feeling that day.
Yeah.
So
Who in Houston should we actually be like looking out for as far as like fashion or clothing and stuff? 'Cause I know you know a lot of different people around
Mhm.
here and stuff.
as far as like brands,
Yeah.
whew, it's a lot. It's a lot. Man.
Gotta put you on the spot.
Yeah, you got Maurice of Mill Merch. You got Laurel Gold. You got yeah, Josh Allen. He killing right now, bro. He actually styled my campaign for my latest album.
Okay.
Yeah. His brand is Richard and Grace.
Okay.
And yeah, he's hard. I would
That's
say
dope.
that's a good one. He killing.
Hey, that's dope. I'll have to check him out.
Yeah, for sure.
So going from Pink Tobacco to your latest album, which one what was it called?
Your wildest dreams.
Your Wildest Dreams. You're
Yeah.
actually wearing the shirt right now, right?
Yeah, this the Wildest Dreams merch right here.
Dope.
Yeah.
Check it out. So going from that album to the latest album, what was it like in that period, and what was kind of like your mindset getting into this album?
From this album and the previous one,
Yeah.
man, it was a journey. Because I had like multiple versions. I had like multiple projects, multiple like mixtapes, and I had to choose. Like with this project, like it's 14 songs, but like I had to choose from like over 200.
Oh,
just
wow.
To like push it down to 14, and it was like pretty much every week I'll be sending like songs to like the group message, like the Bloom Set group message, see what they like, and just things like that. I went to London to work on a project, and then when I came back to Houston, that's when my hard drive got stolen,
Damn.
and a lot of like what I had did out in London was just gone, as far as like the music. So I had to like really like come back and just like revamp and just like clear my mind and see where I wanted to take it from there.
Yeah.
Because like London was a whole different experience, a whole different sound I was playing with. Then I went to like Paris for Fashion Week, and just like being in that environment, it's just like I was just
I'm
I was
sure
just-
getting all those different perspectives from,
I
different
was just
around the
taking-
world.
Yeah, I was just like taking it all in, and then got to Houston, and then one day my hard drive got stolen, and then I was just like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Like I had like a couple songs from like email and stuff, but I was just like, man, what am I gonna do now? So I started I linked up with this studio called Concept Studios, and we just started cooking up every day, just experimenting.
Yeah.
And then my producer Turo Rhodes, like me and him, I'll be experimenting with him until we just piled up on a bunch of songs. And then like I'm just like, man, let me just like bring it back home and just take my environment here in Houston. Like let me bring the Houston vibe back to life and just create a whole new lane. Cause like me, like a lot of people don't know it's a whole different world in Houston as far as the art world.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the contemporary art world in Houston and things like that. It's like an actual lane in Houston, like underground Houston, where the art is being embraced. So I wanted to take like the nostalgic vibes of Houston that I grew up on and like mesh it with like the new art scene in
Mhm.
Houston and combined it. So once I figured out like the formula to that, I'm like, bro, this a new sound I got right now. So let me just focus in on that. And I'd say by like 6 months I locked in and like finished up the project, and people liking it.
Now, it's overall been a good response from this one?
Yeah, for sure. It kind of took a weight off my shoulder, because like dealing with everything I had dealt with as far as like losing my music, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna come up with like this new sound, and how I'm gonna outdo Pink Tobacco, because
Yeah.
everybody loved Pink Tobacco. So I'm like, man, how can I outdo that? And it was just a bunch of like weight on my shoulder. But then once I finished it and got the love from that, I'm like, man, I can breathe now. Like, finally.
It's kind of like a relief after,
Yeah.
you had all this creativity that you're trying to go on after,
Nah.
all that. And it's kind of relief whenever you get it and people are responding good.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, obviously, whenever you drop something, people are already looking for the next thing. And that's that's crazy.
Yeah, like people like literally was like hitting me up every day, like, yo, when you drop something new, because all I was dropping was features.
Yeah.
Like, I was just dropping like songs I had with I was doing on other people's songs. So people was just like hit me up every day. Then I had people trolling me like, oh yeah, you ain't dropping music no more. You gonna be working a 9 to 5 the rest of your life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The
Just
best
trolling
rapper in
me.
Houston that ain't dropped nothing yet.
So I was just like, yeah, okay, we finna turn it back up.
Well, that's good. People are actually engaging and letting you know that they ready
Yeah.
for music.
Yeah.
Why did you choose that name for the album?
Your Wildest Dreams?
Your Wildest Dreams.
Honestly, I ain't come up with the name till after the cover art was finished. Like, it was supposed to be called Cranberry. That was what I was gonna name the project. And then I went from Cranberry. I was thinking, man, I'm gonna do Pink Tobacco too. Since it's been so long, I'm like, nah, I already gave him a Pink Tobacco. This a whole different sound. Let me just come up with something else. Then after I had shot the cover art, I got the cover art back, and I was just like, Your Wildest Dreams. That's the first thing that came to my mind, and I just stuck with it.
It definitely sounds better than Cranberry.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Good thing it wasn't Cranberry. Your Wildest Dreams sounds cooler than Cranberry.
Yeah, for sure.
So, after all this music and behind the fashion and everything, you have the collective. You have
Mhm.
Bloomset.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you let us know what Bloomset is, who Bloomset is?
Yeah, so Bloomset is the collective of artists that we have. It's kind of like Dipset, ASAP Mob, Odd Future. It's just like, but
Some of the greatest right there.
yeah, for sure. And I feel like the talent in Bloomset is just like through the roof. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's finna be the next to drop his project out of Bloomset. That's why I wanted him here.
Dope.
Cause he coming with a whole different swag, man. It's
Mhm.
just like, I'm like, okay, yeah.
I think after looking into some of the people who are on Bloomset, y'all definitely have a wide span of like genres, kind of.
Yeah, we do. The roster is crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
it's all so different, but it all come together at the end of the day, and we all real homeboys, so that shit just genuine, you know, ain't
That-
gonna be enforced.
That's good. Whenever it's actually people that you fuck with and not just on a base level of music, it's so much deeper than that.
No facts.
Why don't you let everybody know the album? Are you here?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it ain't an album, it's an EP.
A EP?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it on my birthday. I'm gonna call it Silk All Summer. It's
Okay.
just 5 tracks just to show people what I got. Cause I dropped 2 songs already. People fucking with it. People asking for a project, so I'm gonna give them one. It's gonna be nice. Y'all get ready for that shit, man. Yeah.
That's dope. Who else in the collective?
We got Big Zay, we got Garden, we got June, OG Prince, Golden Child, Macbo, Sensei MJ. We got Turo Rose who like produce everything. He also artist too. Yeah, so I mean it's a lot of us.
That's crazy. That's dope.
Did I leave anybody out? Cause I don't like leaving people out. So many.
think you covered everybody.
Yeah.
That's dope. And do y'all plan on doing something all together, or is it strictly kind of?
Yeah, so we got a project called the Bloom Tape.
Okay.
It ain't out yet because
Yeah.
we trying to make sure everybody got they, you know what I'm saying, they body of work ready. But we actually had got together and did like a Bloom house in Houston. So we like got an Airbnb, invited some producers, like it was a private invite, invited producers, invited artists, and we all just locked in for like 3 days and just like created a whole project.
So like on a like Cole did.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah,
That's
exactly
dope.
How Cole did, but it was just like Bloom set, and then like affiliates of Bloom set
Yeah.
that we always work with and always around, and so that was fun. And then so that project we got coming soon, and
Hey, whenever you get a like an Airbnb of that many creative people,
yeah,
only
we doing it again. We
yeah.
actually taking it to Austin.
that's dope. Only thing that could come out is dope shit whenever you're around so many creative people like that.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Well, that's cool. I know I had seen one of I think a song y'all have out right now,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, no lie.
Okay, and then that one who is on that one?
Big Zay, Sensei MJ, and Saint Raphael.
Okay.
Yeah,
I had seen Saint Raphael. I was gonna get him on here too.
yeah. Shout out Saint, man.
It's dope. But I like that y'all have y'all's thing, and everything, like you said, is like an ASAP or something.
Yeah.
Everybody coming together,
Mhm.
and everybody has their own lane, but everybody,
Yeah.
like y'all said, it's all family and it's all
Absolutely.
love.
Yeah.
And then you also have 11th Power, right?
Mhm.
What is 11th Power? I'm just kind of going over you.
Yeah.
You have a lot
Yeah.
in your bio.
So 11 Power is his name is Pierre Cohen. He's the founder of 11 Power.
Okay.
So it's like a multimedia label. It's like with film, it's like music, and all of that just all in one. So
That's dope.
It's like film and music. So Pierre Cohen is the founder of 11 Power, and I'm one of the artists
Yeah.
from 11 Power, which I have a partnership with Pierre, and yeah, man.
Shout out to him.
And shout out to all 11 Power artists. It's me, Jazz, Jazzy, Jay Dazael, and Gash the Reaper.
Okay. Hey, check them all out.
Yeah.
Everybody's dope. And then you also have Bald Boy Records.
Mhm.
And why that
So,
name?
Bald Boy is an extension of me.
Okay.
And just my extension of my creative ability as far as the music goes, and where I see myself taking the music, and where I want to the platform I want to create for myself and other artists.
Yeah.
So why Bald Boy? I feel like Bald Boy is just like the purity of music. Like it's like whenever you shave your head, that's just like when you like starting fresh, and you like at your purest state, and now you getting ready to like start back your growth.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I chose Bald Boy.
Okay. What are the like future plans for that? Like,
So the future plans for that is like sign artists.
yeah, sign.
Sign artists that I feel like fits the vision I have for Bald Boy, and I also have Bald Collection, which will be like the fashion side of that.
Okay. So you gotta, you're gonna be covering all kind of lanes
Yeah,
with that. That's
yeah,
dope. That's
yeah.
dope. So whenever you're getting into an album and you're actually starting the process. Like you said, you had to whittle down like 200 songs.
Yeah.
How long does a process like that take?
Um, really, it's like you gotta think about it. It's been like 2 years since Pink Tobacco. Like literally after Pink Tobacco was
I think
over.
you've dropped an album almost every 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So, man, the process really, bro. I be recording. I send them songs, get feedback from them. Whenever I'm chilling with like some females or just homies, I just play something, and I just like peep reactions and peep the
Mhm.
energy and see what people work and what not. And then like my homeboys, they'll play it and they'll hit me like, yo, they fucking with this song, they messing with this song. So like I just be taking mental notes. But then again, I also know what you know what I'm saying, what I like, and I just try to pick the outside of the box songs that I have, and that's how I make that decision.
How would you kind of describe your sound? Because it's not the typical sound.
Yeah. Honestly, like now, I would say it's like it's very yeah, it's very like nostalgic but futuristic and like lo-fi and melodic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the bars is there.
Yeah.
Like, the pen is there too. So it's just like all of that matched to one. It's kind of like you know when like Nelly first came out and his sound was just like so different.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the idea of that. But
Yeah.
it's just like it's a different sound, but like it hit. So I don't know how to explain it, bro.
It's tough.
really
I know
don't.
it's a weird question whenever somebody
Yeah.
tries to ask you, like, can you describe your sound? Because
Yeah.
as an artist, you don't ever really think about it.
Mhm.
And whenever you get put on the spot, it's like, yeah, now you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I think about it whenever I try not to whenever I see an artist, try to like compare them to other people.
Mhm.
But it's hard not to.
Yeah.
Whenever you hear something like, oh, this sounds
Mhm.
like something over here, but I think try to get away from actually comparing artists to one another.
No, for sure. For sure.
Especially in Houston, there's so many different styles.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Houston really is like a gold mine of talent. Yeah, like a lot of talent.
Do you feel like the artists around here get the recognition that they should, or like as far as the scene, in like mainstream?
It just depends. Like it depends on who really working. If I feel like whoever is working, it should be considered whether they are getting the recognition. Because like I feel like every city is the same. There
Mhm.
is some city with talented people, but there are some talented people who actually putting in the work, and some of those artists aren't getting the recognition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I would say yeah, it's something that's not getting the recognition out here. But I feel like that's in every city, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the underground scene around here looks like?
Bro, it's a lot of them because Houston is so big. I feel like the whole Texas metal scene is like that's a gold mine.
Yep.
Then you got like you got like a lot of like the R&B scene out here. Then you have like a lot of the alternative artists that's out here that are like good enough to like really like
Yeah.
do something. So like Houston is broad, bro. Like the sky's the limit for a lot of artists out here.
I think whenever I started like following you from like 2 years ago, I always went to your page to look at kind of like this subculture of Houston, where it's really fashion based, and you're surrounded by a lot of people who are into that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
I think that's something that doesn't get shown a lot.
Mm.
You see the typical Houston stuff, but you don't really
Yeah.
see like the high end fashion or the people really doing that kind of stuff around here.
Yeah, and that's the idea of Bloom said is to like like to shift because it's like I feel like me personally there is a shift that's gonna happen in the music industry very soon,
Mhm.
and I feel like Bloom said is what I feel like is lacking, and not just Houston but in just music
In general.
because like you have like a lot of collectives like their main objective is, you know what I'm saying, the you got the pimping the hoes, then you got the gang affiliates, and then I feel like Bloom Set is just the smooth, cool, fly shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not to throw nothing off on the pimping the hoes, the gang affiliate
Yeah.
groups and all that, cause that's all needed. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like what we have coming is considered is new and fresh.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like really super on pushing like the Bloom Set, cause I know like how big it can be
Yeah.
once that formula really works. So
What kind of shift do you see happening in the music industry?
um, I think I don't think it's gonna be just like the songs that are so easy to make. I think that's gonna play out.
I've seen that.
Like
Like right now, it's like everything seems like it was kind of thrown together really easily.
hmm
Yeah, it's
yeah,
what goes viral really.
yeah, and bro, like bro, people think like getting on TikTok is easy, bro. Like a lot of it is like editing. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta know how to edit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of that stuff. So, I think music is going to a point where like you really have to like really. It's like it's psychology, bro.
Yeah,
You know, it's psychological, in a sense. But
that's I can see that, and I think right now we're in kind of a shift of to where a lot of the people that were selling CDs out the trunk are getting a little bit older, and now it's a lot of the newer kids and the
Yeah.
younger people who are
Mhm.
strictly grew up on the internet.
yeah,
And so people like me who are, getting closer to 30 and shit,
Mhm.
trying to figure out how to navigate that
Yeah.
and find new artists.
Mhm.
I've learned right now it's hard to find new artists because there's so many out there.
Yeah.
You just don't know where to look.
It's so easy now, man. Like it's a new artist every 2 seconds.
Exactly.
That's really, bro. Yeah.
Everybody doing music.
No, for sure.
And especially now that everything's so much more accessible.
Mhm.
You can get a beat off of YouTube. You can buy a mic. You can buy this and record yourself. Get it sent off to somebody. And
Mhm.
Post it on Instagram.
exactly. And then those are the songs that go viral on TikTok and shit.
Yep.
And I mean, do you think there should be like a qualification to be able to get in and start making music? Because instead of everybody just being able to get in.
Nah. I mean, nah.
Do you ever see it to where it's getting too oversaturated and the market's just getting too flooded?
Nah, bro. Because bro, it's about money, man. It's
Money
about
makes the world go
yeah,
round.
like they making it easier because you gotta think about it. Like the more artists that these head corporations have, the more artists these head corporations have to have control over, that benefits them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't care. It's about the dollars that's coming
Mhm.
rolling in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you blew up on TikTok? All right, come on. Let me get you real quick. Yeah. Let's run it up. Okay, bet. I got it now. You on the shelf now, my boy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
They'll get what they can out of that one single,
Yeah.
and then you on the shelf.
That's what it's all about. Popularity, taking the popularity, and I'm gonna use my resources to make you think that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, and hey, it's all. Yeah.
I think right now a lot of people are realizing that they don't need labels. A lot of people are going towards independent.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously that's the better move in the long run. You know,
Yeah, it's
You
a better
own
move,
everything.
but it's the harder move.
it's the harder
Yeah,
move.
it's definitely the harder move because the way that like everything gets set up is just like you gonna need the label help
Yeah.
at some point. You gonna need it, like you know what I'm saying. Unless you got that bag, then hey, ain't no telling what you can do.
Yeah.
But hey, man,
Do you ever plan on getting signed, or would you want to keep it independent?
it depends. Like it depends with me. I'm open to whatever. It just the situation just have to make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's just all about what I want out of music and what I want out of life and what you know what I'm saying? My main thing is just full creative direction. That's
Yeah.
just the main thing. full creative direction. Um, that's the main
Do you
thing.
feel like that kind of lacks whenever people are independent and then they get signed? That a lot of time that gets that.
You can tell when
Yeah,
influencing some shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
I think that you fall in love with an artist whenever they're independent and they're coming up, and then they get signed and then it switches up and then it kind of like you lose a fan because of it. But I mean, you gain more, I guess, too.
Yeah.
Mainstream shit.
So on this last project, what is your favorite song that you had on there? And why?
Oh man, it changes.
It changes,
Yeah, I give you three.
or what?
My favorite three.
Okay.
My favorite three is Nino's Fate.
That one was fire.
Um,
That was probably one of my favorite ones on there. Yeah.
Nino's Fate, Southern Nostalgia, and Nostalgia V9.
Okay. Which ones are the ones that are really getting like the most traction and shit?
The most traction is coming from Dirty Mo. People love Dirty Mo.
Okay.
Yeah, Dirty Mo that's the one that people like the most. Dirty Mo, Southern Nostalgia, Southern V7. A lot of people like Southern V7 just because it's just a vibe. Like people love Mosh Anthem and Dennis Rodman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
What has quarantine been like for you, man? After it's finally starting to end and ease up. What was all that like? That was a whole crazy time for everybody.
bro, I was recording.
For real? Yeah.
Hey, like when quarantine first started, when they said you gotta be in the house, I took the initiative to learn how to produce.
Mm.
So I was in the house for like a whole month, and I literally like produced a whole project that I haven't even released yet. It's finished. It's called Palm of Your Hands,
Okay.
and I don't know if you like familiar with my Ball Boy Records page, but like a lot of that content is centered off the Palm of Your Hands
Okay.
project. Yeah. And so during quarantine, I was working on that, and I ended up shooting all the videos for it. I ended up like shooting all the like the marketing promo, all that for it. I just didn't feel comfortable with putting that out first
Yeah.
after Pink Tobacco, so that's why I put out Your Wildest Dreams. But quarantine, I was just recording, bro. It was crazy though, cause my mental health was all through the roof.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to
it,
you.
It affected a lot of people.
Yeah, it affected everybody. But luckily, I did have the music to fall back on.
Yeah.
I put everything that I was feeling in that moment in the music. So yeah, quarantine was but that there was something I always remember. So
That's it's one of those things that whenever we're old, we're gonna be able to tell kids and the
Yeah.
grandkids and shit like we
yeah,
were
for
there.
sure.
And then it's also
Bro, we really like went through a lot. We was
then,
9/11,
oh man, if you
that,
think about it,
you know what
really,
I'm saying?
how
Like,
many things are in history books?
Katrina?
Yeah. How many things are in the history books just from the
Bro.
time that we've been alive? 9/11. We've gone through hurricanes, even pandemics, and
Pandemics,
this has been so much. And then
Trump.
yeah, and then I mean every year there's, even the other day there was the shooting on Austin. There's big things happening at all times.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that history is being made right now.
For sure.
But so that project, do you ever plan on actually releasing that one, or are you just gonna keep kind of
So,
sprinkling it out there?
So basically, so the guy who shot my album cover for Your Wildest Dreams,
Mhm.
he actually shot ASAP Rocky's Testing album cover.
Dope.
So once me and him got cool, I was sending him like the Palm of Your Hand stuff that I was working on. So he got inspired. He started producing too, and it kind of like had the same like sound as like Palm of Your Hand. So I kind of put Palm of Your Hands on the side to work with him on a project that we working on. It's a collab project, 2 Steps from the Moon, and it's basically like the same sound, that same feel from Palm of Your Hands, just a little bit more groovier.
Mhm.
So that is probably like what would be the focus. Palm of Your Hands is probably, I plan on revamping it like later on
Yeah.
because I got like some ideas I want to like add to it. But right now it's just on ice. It's just on ice.
Who are you listening to like right now? Like,
Right now,
yeah, music wise and stuff. Who do you listen to?
bro, really, it's just whoever I wanna like. It's just like whoever I feel like getting high and listening to that day.
Do you listen to your own music?
Only when it's time to like write a treatment for a video or something.
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
know, like-
I listen to it sometimes if I'm like if I get drunk.
Yeah.
I wanna like I'm like man play my shit man. Fuck wrong. But like I try not to cause
Yeah.
I try not to listen to my music cause I get tired of my music the most because for one
You had to
I
make
listen-
it.
Yeah, I had to make it and I spent all my time listening to it. Like when people start listening to it like oh man you been on repeat. Like I've been repeating it way before you because I had to.
I've been listening to it for the past year.
Yeah, so like, I try not to even really like listen to it.
Yeah.
Like that. Now I do like listening to it around other people just to see how they react to
Mhm.
it. But on my own, nah, I don't like listening to it on my own. But who I'm listening to right now, man, I listen to a lot of like underground artists.
Mhm.
Like I listen to like Pink Seafood, Navy Blue, Fly Anakin. I listen to I listen to King Crew. I listen to Z Loopers. I listen to like a lot of old like D'Angelo all the time. Like listen to Frank.
I think last time we had you on here, we had you
Yeah.
freestyle to D'Angelo.
Yeah, I listen to Frank. I listen to like a lot of like Leaks. I like listening to Leaks. Yeah, I listen to a lot of a broad spectrum of things just based on my
Mhm.
mood.
Yeah.
I don't really have like a specific.
There's always, I always have like a few like go-to songs. As soon as I get in the car, you gotta listen to.
Yeah.
Or I love it whenever I find a new song and I'm like, this gonna sound good in the car.
Yeah.
I wait till I go somewhere to put it on.
No, for sure.
So do you have any like shows planned or anything for this?
Yeah, so we just locked in all the artists for the Tobacco Rhyme concert. So that's the focus right now is the Tobacco Rhyme concert. Well, the Your Wildest Dreams
Yeah.
concert. And we plan on making it a tour. We just trying to figure out what cities now.
Yeah.
I base all my like I kind of base my judgment off my analytics.
Yeah.
Of,
Who's picking it up and who's
yeah,
watching
yeah,
it? And
yeah. So Dallas is on there for sure. I got a lot of Dallas supporters. And I plan on doing one in LA. Just
Okay.
because like I have a lot of connects out there. But right now the focus is on Houston, the Houston show.
When is that one gonna be?
It's unannounced right
Oh,
now.
not-
It's unannounced, but it'll be announced soon. Like we finna start rolling it out soon. Whenever we start shooting the promo content for it, like that's when like everything will be announced. But it's very soon though.
Okay, it's dope.
Yeah.
Do you know where it's gonna be?
I want to say Satellite Bar.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not in charge of the location.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And then you got the whole team on there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm bringing out
Hey.
as guests. I'm
Hey,
bringing
that'd
out
be
my
dope.
yeah for sure.
That's gonna be a good one, man. I'm gonna have to go out there and.
Yeah, man, it's
Uh,
gonna be fun.
And then this project, man, where can everybody find it, and where can they find you at and stuff?
Yeah, so you can find my latest project and my previous project, Your Wildest Dreams and Pink Tobacco on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. I just released a music video on YouTube, When Birds Cry. So you can just go whatever platform you want to use. Just type in Tobacco Rhyme, type in Bloom Set. You gonna get. Type in Big Zay since he here. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Big Zay, he got 2 singles out right now, For Show and Sushi. So
I'm gonna have to tap in there. I'm gonna have to listen
yeah,
to
man,
those.
vibes for sure.
Hey, that's
and
gonna
he
be-
just dropped a video yesterday. So
Hey, that's dope. Hey, I'll put links to everything in there.
absolutely, man.
And if you really want to know the whole backstory behind Tobacco Rhyme, you can check out the first interview we did,
Yup.
where you talk about the beginning and you talk
Mhm.
about school and everything.
Yeah.
I think we covered a lot now. I was like an hour and a half or something.
That's literally to this day like my favorite interview.
Yeah,
Like,
we
it's
do-
always been like number one, and I've done like a lot of interviews, but like interviewing with you has
Yeah.
always been the best interview.
I appreciate that. You know, you're always welcome here. Anytime you got something going
Nah,
on.
yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Balloon Tape. When the Balloon Tape come, I'm gonna be right back.
Oh,
Man.
yeah,
We
for
gon-
sure. We
hey,
gonna get it
yeah,
in.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be out there at the show.
Hey,
I'm gonna put links to everything so everybody can check out the music, man. Definitely check them out. I know you just got on. There was a list of 4 artists, 4 alternative Houston artists.
Yeah, 4 alternative Houston artists. It was me, Cringe, Tizo Touchdown, and AJ McQueen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's great. I've reached out to everybody on there.
Oh yeah.
Cringe didn't want to do my interview.
Hey man.
But he said he doesn't feel like he's ready to do an interview,
Okay.
which I understand that.
Nah, yeah.
And then Tizo, I reached out to him like 2 years ago, and
I've been reaching out to Tizo too. You ain't the only one.
and he responded. He was like, "Yeah, where's it at?" I said, "We're in Houston," and then I didn't get nothing back.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
hey, anytime Tizo want to come through, and AJ McQueen, always welcome. Everybody. How do you feel kind of being labeled as an alternative Houston artist? Like,
That's about right. I mean,
think it's about right?
If that's the best, is that the best term they can find? I'm gonna roll with that.
hey,
Yeah,
it's just dope to make the list.
Yeah, nah, that's live.
It's dope that people are, people
to
are
be
watching.
recognized,
Yeah.
yeah, just to be recognized. Period.
That's cool, man. I like it. I mean, alternative could have been a different word, but you take what you can get.
Nah, yeah, for sure, man.
Hey, but we out here. Definitely check them out. Tobacco Ryan. Check out the latest album. Check out the music videos. Check out the singles. Check out the Bloom Set tape whenever it comes out. Everybody need to pop out to the show.
Hey,
Hey, it's
yeah.
gonna be dope. We out here. Slump Sessions. Follow us. Obviously, subscribe. Follow us. Slump Sessions on Instagram, Twitter. If I start posting on there, but Facebook also everywhere. TikTok, TikTok. Slump Sessions. Trying to get those numbers up too.
Yeah,
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, TikTok is yeah.
We out here. Stay slump.
Hey.
Hey.
Roll it up, let it slump. Roll it up, let's roll it up. Why talk about it, be about it, take another shot.